Hello, how are you? It is Tuesday, and I am starting to feel a little bit hypomanic. I'm on the verge, I feel like, of getting there. I didn't sleep worth a shit last night, at all. We heard a gunshot outside of our house, and I don't know how close it was, but from my past, from my PTSD, I had a gun pointed to my face before, so I am scared of guns and what they're capable of doing. Part of my PTSD is that, and also, somebody being like there in the dark and just popping up, being followed. Like, there's just so much that I haven't shared with you guys, and I don't want to share with you guys because I feel like it's a pity me party. I do want to say that I have PTSD, and I think that's important to share in case someone stumbles across these videos and happens to have PTSD and bipolar too, with depression. Just so they know they're not alone. And that is so important to me. I want to feel like you can reach out, like you're not alone, and that some days are good and some days are just really shitty. So right now, I'm sure you know all of the feelings that come along with it, but so a few days ago, or like even the day before yesterday, I guess, and even, the day before yesterday, I was kind of separating myself, not wanting to be around people, but not like in a horrible mood, but just kind of wanting to keep to myself and not be bothered too much. So it was I guess what I would call more normal. And then yesterday, I was pretty decent towards the morning time, but as my work got more stressful, I had to move quicker, and I think that kind of forced me into like a high stress mode to where I just was freaking out. Like, I don't like being under pressure. I like to be able to take my time. I like routines. I like not being surprised by certain things. Some people like that kind of stuff. They get on, they like jobs that are adrenaline fueled, and I'm just not one of those people. I'm pretty boring. I like to pretty much keep to myself. So I know this is all over the place. I can definitely feel the hypomanic part setting in, and I think that might be due to, maybe you have the same thing, but last night I just like literally did not sleep very well at all. And the sleep that I did get, I woke up in a sweat. Like, my hair was wet. It was just not the most fun time last night. So I woke up this morning kind of ready to go. Still tired feeling, but ready to start the day, ready to go. Like, so, and that's usually how it starts. So, in a way, I'm kind of excited for this to come. I always get more excited about the mania that comes along with it. I know those with bipolar 1, they get like the more severe mania, and I don't know how I would feel getting that, but I know how I feel getting it for me. And for the most part, I get pretty excited because I just know that I'm going to be in a good mood, and like I'm not going to let things get me down, and I'm going to do the self-work that I want to do, and all the important stuff that You know, you don't get done when you're in that deep depression. So you make this big list and you start to just check it off. And then, you know, when you go into the deep depression, you don't even feel like making a list. But, you know, you still think of all the stuff that you could be doing, but you just choose not to. Like, I've fallen behind on the laundry and the dishes. Like, just, it feels like it takes so much effort. Like, I'll put things away here and there. I just don't like the floors. Like, everything about activity or work during that time, I just don't like. And I know I'm jumping back and forth. So I want to get back on the mania side of things. Is I know for me, I do spend money whenever I feel good. And I don't know what that's about. I don't need anything, and my minimalism, you know, has trained me a little bit to not spend. However, when I'm feeling good and carefree, I guess, that's when the not giving any kind of care about the consequences that are going to happen. I definitely push the boundaries of who I normally would be, and it's almost like there are several different personalities. When there's a mixed state going on, like, I don't even like to be around myself. When there's a depressive state, you know, that is never fun. And when I'm affected or triggered by my PTSD, I usually find that I'm more on high alert, and therefore I think it sends me more into a type of mania. I'm trying to find the patterns, and this is another reason why I'm making these videos. And I think it's important for me to try to let you guys know, you know, when I'm not doing great. But you guys know, it's the last thing you want to do is pull out a camera and try to be vulnerable when you're not even wanting to, like, be around people in your real life. But I will say that I have no one else here in my real life who has, like, I don't know anybody who has bipolar. So I cling on to the people that I relate to. Troy, Amelia, and there's more. There's so many more. But Troy has been like a rock for me throughout this whole thing. And I don't know where my mindset would be if it weren't for him being vulnerable and making his videos. Because I feel comfortable. I feel like he doesn't, like, sugarcoat it, and he has a way of explaining it, but he makes it, like, lighthearted, that, you know, that he's definitely entertaining. I love his personality, but he also gets down to the shit that he needs to get down to, and he's definitely relatable. And I wish I knew how to freaking put his stuff down below. Like, it can't be that hard, but for me, I just, I'm new to the YouTube world, and maybe I'll get the hang of it, but right now, it's a one take, and I'm done, and maybe a little bit of editing here and there, but it's pretty choppy. So, if he happens to comment on this, you can definitely go click over on his channel, and I promise you guys, he will feel relatable. And just go back. Like, when I first found him, I started, like, binge watching his videos, because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the guy version of me. But he's just not scared to, like, put himself out there. Sometimes the way he thinks is the way that I feel, but it's hard to portray that sometimes. So anyways, I feel grateful for those who put themselves out there on YouTube, and there's not that many people that truthfully express what it's really like. And I think it's important for us to speak out about this type of mental illness, because I feel like it's not understood in the community. Like, I'm even having a hard time. I'm still like hiding it from certain people in the family because I know they're opinionated and I just don't want to hear it, honestly, because they're uneducated. And I don't want to sit there and educate them. I want to help people that want to be educated instead of being opinionated. And I also want to help people feel like there's hope in the dark times. And, you'll get through that. And I know that that's the worst for me. The dark times are the worst. Then it's the mixed states. Those are actually pretty bad, though, the mixed states, if you guys encounter that, because you just don't know what to expect. So the mania, I'll take it all day long, no problem. But definitely wears your body out. I don't know, guys. I know that this video is a little bit long, but I just kind of wanted to check in and see, what was going on in your lives. I truly hope that you're having a good day, but if you're not, know that it's gonna get better. Just to hang in there. And I know you're probably cussing me out right now, like saying, certain things in your head that I would probably be saying if I was in a depressed state, but just hang in there, and know that you're not alone, and take care of yourself. Get the rest that you need. Don't push yourself into a deeper depression, but also don't allow yourself to sit in the self-pity pot, because I have done that before, and it doesn't get you anywhere. So that is what I've got today. It was all over the place, but I'm gonna go ahead and upload it so you guys can watch it this morning or in the nighttime, whenever you guys choose to watch this video. It probably, a year from now you could be watching this video, but I plan to continue to make these bipolar videos, and hope that you feel understood. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I have to get to work. I've got my tea here that looks like pee, but it's so good. If you guys have not tried it, it's the Bigelow salted caramel or the vanilla caramel, and I actually like to mix two together and then put some sweetener in it. And I like a hot cup. I'll drink like 3 of these a day. So, off subject. I'm gonna let you guys go. I love you so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.